Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to the Blue Line Metals Edge here for Monday, February 6th. I'm Phillip Streible, Chief Market Strategist at Blue Line Futures. Remember, if you need additional information, go to research and sign up for a free 2-week trial. You put your basic contact information here, select the report that you'd like to receive, and we'll send that out to you. I am retooling some of the algorithms that are with regards to the Tactical Insights reports, the FX Rundown, the Breakfast Report, and the Bond Breakdown right now. So those are going to come back online here about midweek. Now, looking at the markets here today on a futures performance, you can see that the volatility index spiking up quite a bit. You've got also the US dollar pushing up as well, and a lot of the other commodities and everything else is under pressure here today. So it's really a dollar story, and it's been going that way since Friday when we had that stronger jobs report. We saw the tick down in the labor market, and then we also saw increase on some of the other economic data that is inflation related. So you're going to have another big event here tomorrow. You're going to see Fed Chairman Powell. He's going to come out and speak. I'm not sure if it's going to be a Q&A type one at the end, but if it isn't, generally, the way he's been projecting it is he's been very, very hawkish. And then if it goes into a Q&A, he tends to backpedal on some of that hawkish narrative, kind of plays into some of the softball questions that the reporters are throwing at him. So looking at some other markets here today, this is kind of the big story. Let me get right into what we're looking. This was Friday. This was your dollar index. That was the breakout to the upside here. That reverses a lot of the different foreign currencies out there. So you can see the Australian dollar breaking down. You could see the British pound breaking down, the Canadian dollar as well. The euro currency mostly, that's getting hit about the hardest. And you got the yen. So all the currencies are really selling off against that dollar strength. Now what happens from there? You get a pullback. You get the pullback in the gold market. You get pullback in silver, platinum, copper. They're all coming off the market. And then you get into the other commodities too, and they're all starting to sell off as well. So you can see a lot of peaking action in a bunch of different commodities. So if you look at the gold market, I really believe gold's going to be still your best bet as far as a metal back up to the upside. I think that the trend is a little bit firmer in place. You do have a record amount of central bank buying. You also have that market where the Fed eventually, when they finish the rate hike cycle, there will be all the chatter about when are they going to cut. And gold is generally one of the first commodities that goes up when the Federal Reserve does actually cut rates. So you're going to have a longer term thinking if you're going to be involved with the gold market at the moment here. And remember to kind of scale in, use some stop levels. If we get back below 1800, I really think that from a risk management standpoint, that's probably your spot where you're going to want to get out of that market at if you are going to be long. Silver, totally different animal. You can see here it's kind of stuck within this range now. We have adjusted this lower. We don't want to see too much of a breakdown, but I do believe that there is a floor in place on silver. There's just too many people right now that want to buy the physical. There's so much demand for it that I believe that any kind of reduction in prices of anything significant, you're going to see a whole nother wave of buying come in here. So it's unfortunate we didn't get that breakout to the upside that we were looking for, and we are now back down at those levels where people are starting to accumulate futures again. Platinum's another one that's come down to this kind of critical level of support. This is like a triple bottom right here. Just in like 980s. It depends on which contract month you're in. It could be if you're out in January of next year into 2024, it's going to be like right around that 990, 995 level. You get into the closer months, it's right around this 975 level. So we're going to have to wait for another catalyst there. And then also your copper market that's pulling back on really got the new tensions with China with those developments that occurred over the weekend. And you also have it where, they relax those COVID restrictions, but we're not seeing any kind of real big pickup here on the demand structure. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that one as well. So big thing, again, dollar index, that's really what you're going to watch. That's what's turning the tide. Again, if you have any questions on futures or options trading, give me a call, 312-858-7303. Remember that futures and option trading does involve risk of loss. May not be suitable to all investors. Good luck, good trade.